All right, we're in our second week talking about spiritual bankruptcy. Spiritual bankruptcy. And I looked up, there are several types, but I just want to briefly talk about the two types of financial bankruptcy.
Yeah.
The first one is when you file Chapter 7.
That's right.
It says, will discharge most types of unsecured debt. The trustees will try to sell any significant non-exempt property in order to repay your creditors. That's when they come in and seize your stuff and sell it to pay off your debt.
That's right.
That's what Chapter 7 is.
That's right.
That's a form of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Chapter 13 requires you to repay some of your creditors in full and some in part.
Yeah.
It's a more kind one. That's the one we normally, that's what we want.
That's right.
You know, is to file Chapter 13.
That's right.
You know, really we try to do that to absolve ourselves of debt before they come in and take stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when that's what this is. Oh, I forgot to move my thing, didn't it? Got to do two things at once. It says when we think, better do it this way. When we think of bankruptcy, we think of money. That's what we normally think of.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, for some of us, we've never even heard of the term spiritual bankruptcy.
That's right.
But the 12 by 12 speaks of it.
Yeah.
The Big Book speaks of it.
Yeah.
The NA text speaks of it. The Word of God speaks of it.
That's right.
We can, and it's a difference between those. When I am spiritually bankrupt, it affects every area of my life. It's not just my money.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who have money and are spiritually bankrupt.
That's right.
Yeah. It says, in the 12 by 12, it says it like this. It says, no other bankruptcy is like this one. Alcohol becomes the rapacious creditor. And what that word rapacious means is aggressive.
Yeah.
It comes at you aggressive.
That's right.
And then it says it bleeds us of all self-sufficiency.
Yeah. Self-sufficiency. Yeah.
Of all self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
And so, what is self-sufficiency? Anybody know what, when you hear the word self-sufficiency, what comes to mind?
Stability.
Able to provide for yourself.
Okay, able to provide for yourself. Now, what you say?
Responsibility.
Responsibility. And so, when this spiritual bankruptcy takes place, it bleeds us of the ability to be responsible, one person said.
Wow.
It bleeds us of the ability to take care of ourselves.
Wow.
And it bleeds us that way aggressively.
Aggressive.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
And that's how we come in here, with the inability to take care of ourselves and to be responsible.
Yeah.
Then it says, once this stark fact is accepted, our bankruptcy as human concern is complete.
It is complete.
It's complete then. Once this thing has completely taken us out,
Yeah.
it's complete. Remember last week we said that the enemy wants to take us to our knees.
Yeah.
This disease wants to kill you. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
That we suffer from something that wants to kill us.
To kill us. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why we can't play with this disease, y'all.
Right.
When we come in here and we half work the program, and you know, in sports, they say we play at the level of our competition.
That's right.
Most people do. You know, if you're gonna fight, you're gonna do anything, you size up your opponent.
That's right.
And that determines, Dominique, how hard you're gonna fight.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
But if you know this thing is out to kill you, you gotta fight hard. Because it ain't playing.
That's right.
It ain't no love taps with this thing. It's trying to take you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta fight like that.
Right.
That's why it says in the Big Book, half measures avail us nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
go after this thing the way I go after my dope.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. If I do that, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're going to look at the areas that this thing affects us. First thing it does, it affects me mentally. Mentally. It says in the 12 by 12 that I've warped my mind into such an obsession for destructive drinking, only an act of providence can remove it from me.
Wow.
You know how you used to say when we were little, you got me bent?
Yeah.
This right here says I warped my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know your mind is warped.
Yeah.
Because you can just look at you the way you think. And mentally, we messed up, and we need to know that because we know Romans 12 and 1 says, and 2 says that be transformed by the renewing of my mind, right?
That's right.
And so my mind needs to be renewed
Yeah.
because I'm corrupt.
That's right.
I've seen things, I've been exposed to things
That's right.
that has warped me
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah.
And so have you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the trauma that we go through when we're out there affects us mentally.
Yeah.
So we come in here, y'all, we mentally dull.
That's right.
And you need to know that about you.
That's right. Figure into.
Uh-oh. It shut down. Let me keep going. Second thing that it affects, anybody know anything about computers that are going to help me? The second thing that it affects us physically.
Physically.
It affects us physically.
All right.
Mentally first,
Yeah.
then it affects us physically.
Physically.
That's why when we go to that medical van out there,
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of things wrong with us,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. Mentally. It's popping up on
She
the
got
other
it going
side.
wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, and so when chronic and habitual drug use and alcohol use affects you physically.
Physically.
We just had a brother that came through 2 years ago, died last night.
Wow.
You know, drank himself
Yeah.
to death.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It affects him physically and mentally. He was old and he was sick when he was here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he kept drinking.
Definitely.
No, he had cirrhosis of the liver,
Wow. Wow.
you know, died.
Wow.
Just found out a few hours ago that the brother died.
Wow.
Thirdly, it affects us spiritually.
Spiritual.
And that's what we're talking about. It affects us spiritually. Spiritually, we're off.
Oh yes.
Our God consciousness, we don't have the ability to hear Him.
All
I
right.
was talking to one of the sisters this week, and the way it says in the 12 by 12 in step 11, it says the first year I shouldn't ask God for anything specifically because I don't know what's best for me.
Yeah, that's right.
What is step 11? What step 11 say?
Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God and only by knowledge.
Oh, you said it. Praying only for the knowledge of His will for me and the power to carry it out. So what I ought to be praying for in the first year is, Lord, what's your will for me?
My.
And once I figure it out, then I ask for the power to carry it out because I can know what He wants me to do. Guess what, y'all? I know He don't want me to smoke crack.
That's
That
right.
don't mean I got the power not to.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
you see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Then I got to pray for the power
Yeah.
to carry it out.
Carry it out.
Yeah. Because I don't know what's best for me, and neither do you.
No.
The fourth one, it affects us socially.
Oh my.
It affects us socially. We are socially unmanageable when we come in here.
Wow.
We don't know how to socialize.
Wow.
You know, it says the fear of people in economic situations will disappear. That's one of the promises.
Yeah.
But in the beginning,
Yeah.
we're afraid of people
That's right.
in social situations
That's right.
because we don't know what to do.
That's right.
The NA text says it like this: we have lost the social graces. Yeah, we've lost the social graces. That just basically means that, you know what? I don't know how to act
Yeah.
socially.
Social. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cause we've been setting it off.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, we've been setting it off.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. That's a new one. When I was little, when I was young, in the 80s, we didn't set it off, we turned it out.
Turn it out. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'll let you know, Janika, I will turn
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
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 Why? And over the simplest things. Why?
Yeah.
Because socially, I don't know how to act. I will either come in too hot or too cold.
Yeah.
And I got to find out what is the appropriate way to deal with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know socially.
Yeah.
You know, we doing this thing over there tonight. I'm interested to see how y'all will respond in that social environment.
Oh my.
But we don't know how to party.
No. No.
We don't know how to have a good time.
No. No.
Number 5, it affects us emotionally. Emotionally. Emotionally, y'all, we're thrown off.
Yes, sir.
You know, we may not be diagnosed
Yeah.
with bipolar,
Yeah.
but we up and down emotional.
That's right. That's right.
You would think we're bipolar
Yeah.
because one moment, emotionally, we all happy and giddy, and the next thing you know, we all sad, and you don't be knowing what to do with us because emotionally, we're a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and we don't know how to deal with them.
That's right.
And so we have to learn how, especially in this environment,
Yeah.
not to go on every ride with everybody.
Oh
Amen.
my.
Amen.
Oh my. Woo. That's a good one. Now.
It's like you going to the amusement park and you say, you know what? No, I don't want to ride.
All right.
I'm going to set this one out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you got to tell these people around there. You're like, no, I'm good. I'm going to set this out. Man, I'm good. You know, come go.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, that's all
I'm going
right.
to set this one out.
That's right.
You know,
All right. This one out.
I ain't worth nothing.
Yeah.
This and that.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I can't go on the
Yeah.
ride with you
That's
today.
right. That's
You
right.
know, I'm good.
That's right.
Because we go up and down
Yes. Yes.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Especially y'all the first 90 days.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know, you're not wrong. You just haven't learned how to deal with your emotions. And for some of us, it go past. I'm 25 years clean. And sometimes
Sometimes.
I am
Yeah.
emotionally, I'm up and down too.
Yeah.
Number 6, financially.
Oh my.
See, when I am spiritually bankrupt,
Yeah.
it affects me in all those areas. What we learned last week was that God leaves a hole in our soul that nothing but Him can fill. Y'all remember that? And so I try to fill it with all those things, relationships,
Yeah.
you know, clothes, stuff, and all of that. And a lot of us, because we have this gaping hole in our soul, we spend a whole bunch of money.
Yes.
And we end up financially bankrupt because we're spiritually bankrupt and we're trying to fill this void.
Yes.
Guess what? They say that drugs and alcohol is not the problem. It's a symptom of a larger problem, right?
Yes.
So we got to figure out what is the exact nature of our wrong. What is wrong with me?
What's wrong?
I got to find the root cause and conditioning of this thing.
Yeah.
And typically, it is, for mine, it was abandonment and low self-esteem. But you know what that really means? Is that I didn't see myself the way that God seen me.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, because if I would have known who I was in Christ, I wouldn't have had a low self-esteem. I'm more than a conqueror in Christ Jesus.
That's right.
I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
Ain't but one of me.
Yes.
I'm unique.
Yes.
I'm wonderful. That's how he see me.
That's right. That's right.
I wouldn't have no low self-esteem when I got in touch with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
That's right.
I'm somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah. Abandonment means that people left me.
Yeah.
Get what?
Yeah.
You're lost.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be singing Mike Jones when I get some clean time. Yeah. Singing Mike Jones. Yeah. Back then, the nigga, they didn't want me. Now I'm sober and hot. They all on me. So those of us that have abandonment issues, just hold on for the while. You get clean.
Thank you.
Yeah, you may want to tell them, you better catch this train early. Because once it leaves the track, you're going to be trying to jump on, it's going to be too late. You know, so I want somebody that's going to want to ride the train with me as I go up. You know, you just can't stand on the sideline and wait the whole ride. Yeah. We have a whole bunch of people, and they have a right to do that.
Yeah.
But I have a right not to let you get on the ride once they get down the track. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I understand why they're skeptical and sitting on the side, be like, this train done left off the tracks a whole bunch of times, so I need to see it on the track for a while. They have a right to do that. But I have a right not to let you on once you get down the track, too. Yeah, because you may want to jump off, you know.
That's good now.
It says, we may have tried to moderate, substitute, or even stop using, but we went from a state of drug success and well-being to complete spiritual, mental, and emotional bankruptcy. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Because we start out trying to moderate, that means to control how much I use, and substitute.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I tried to do. You know, it was that cheap liquor
Yeah.
that done it.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was that malt liquor that done it.
Yeah.
I wasn't alcoholic, it was that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When I smoked crack, it was y'all were making too much noise and moving around that made me, you messed up my high. That's why I spent all my money.
Yeah.
You know, it was you people.
Yeah.
If you would just sit down somewhere, you know, and be quiet,
Yeah.
I could have got the hit I was looking for and went on home.
Yeah.
Now that I'm feeding,
Yeah, now I gotta start all over again.
Cut that down, Mike.
Yeah.
That's right.
might as well keep on talking.
But guess what? It wasn't none of that. It was me. It was me. And it was you. Check this out. It gets better. It says the rate of decline varies from addict to addict. Y'all see that?
Yes.
And that just means that don't make you superior because you didn't decline as rapidly as I did or went as far. You just different. You just a different addict. Bankruptcy is bankruptcy. Being an addict is being an addict.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You just be grateful if you ain't done some of them things.
Yeah.
But you know what? I done seen I've been around. I came into recovery December the 15th of 1989.
Wow.
Is when I came in here.
Wow.
Boy, I done seen a whole bunch of bougie addicts.
Yeah.
Not be bougie no more.
No more. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be around a while. You'll see them, oh, I ain't never done that. I would never do this. You'd be like, oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then they start doing it. You'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, because we started this program in '89, some of us came from the church,
Yeah.
you know, and other communities, you know, we would get the Hermans and all that kind of stuff. And then, and some of us came from the Dallas Life Foundation, so they were better than us.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? So they thought. But they kept on drinking and smoking. And before long, some of them was homeless.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And I had to put their bags in my car. Yeah, that was funny too.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Like, now you're homeless, huh?
That's right. That's funny.
It takes some spiritual growth not to kind of mellow some people or make fun of people who made fun of you when the tables turn, you know. Malcolm said, you know, when the chickens come home to roost, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. We said that
That's right. Ain't no fun with that.
and that'll test your spiritual maturity
Yes, it will.
when they laugh at you and then you see them. That'll
That's
test
right.
you.
That's right. That's right.
You're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Mhm. That's right. Yes, sir.
So you need me now.
Yeah. That's right.
That's why I don't fall off, Latasha, because I don't trust that y'all are spiritually mature enough
That's right.
not to abuse me
Yeah, that's right.
if I fell off.
That's
Oh yeah, you get
holds me hard. It holds me.
Yeah, Mark, I don't trust that you are spiritually mature enough
That's right.
not to take advantage
That's
of me.
right. That's right. That's right.
A few of y'all, I'm looking y'all in your eye right now, and I don't think y'all would treat me right.
That's right. That's right.
We treat you right.
That's right.
We treat you right, but you get
Not as sweet as I treat y'all.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
He come in with his headphones on, hat on,
Yeah. It's all.
just cause he done went. And the only thing that he done, y'all, is went to work like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
See, that's the socially part where we throw
Yeah,
out.
that's the-
you know, where we get a job and throw us out.
Yeah,
you
throw
know?
us out.
Oh, we done done it with the work.
oh
Ain't nobody impressed by hard days work.
no, not at all. You still gotta wash the dishes, you still gotta clean up and do your
Every
part.
day.
Now you mad. He said, no, let me take my hat off and take my earphones out before I walk in this room.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
whether it is years or days, it is all downhill. Let me hear it.
Down here.
Those of us who don't die from the disease will go on to prison, mental institution, or complete, what's that word?
Demoralization.
As the disease progress.
Wow.
And see,
Wow.
we don't like none of those.
Wow.
We would think that the least of them is that complete demoralization, right?
Yeah.
But we hate that. That's what that was when that brother walked in the room.
Yeah.
He felt
Yeah, he felt
demoralized.
demoralized. Yeah.
But see, that's because of the disease.
That's right.
Why I
That's
subject
right.
myself back to treatment,
That's right.
you know,
That's right.
and then I get that kind of stuff I say I don't like.
Yeah.
That's why once we get clean,
Yeah.
we need to stay clean.
Stay clean.
Oh, yeah.
Stay clean.
'Cause I don't like treatment.
I don't
No.
either.
You know, I don't like how they talk to you in treatment.
Nope.
You know, I am the only, look in the camera, I'm the only sane director I've ever met.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that I've met. All the rest of them are throws.
Wow.
And so,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
really, I'm the only sane one I've ever met, brother.
Wow.
And so guess what? They don't treat you
They
right.
don't treat you right. No.
But you know what? I kept going, and I went 5 times, and Reverend Shelley used to say, Bussey, I think you like
Yes.
how they treat you
Yes.
in treatment.
And truth.
And I would say, no, I don't. He said, well, why you keep going?
Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. That's right.
Boy, that's some deep stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
Y'all think about that. Figure that real life.
Yeah.
Hate treatment,
Yeah.
but you keep going to treatment.
Yeah.
You hate jail,
Yeah.
but you keep going
Yeah.
to jail.
Yeah. My.
And I hate jail.
My.
Cry, act a fool, want to fight, can't fight, be just miserable.
Really?
You know, and my people would say, well, man, won't you stop doing this stuff to get you locked up? Well, that was a revelation.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe if I stop stealing and robbing and, you know, doing whatever, driving drunk and all the other stuff I went to jail for, then maybe I stop going to jail. And you know what? When I stop doing that, you know what I stopped doing? I stopped going to jail.
Absolutely.
And when I stopped getting high, I stopped going to treatment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how it
And
works.
when I stopped degrading myself, people stopped degrading me.
That's it.
Amen.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
That's all.
That's it there.
It gets even better, y'all. It says there is no model of the recovering addict. That's freedom right there.
Yeah.
And so guess what? I found out that, you know what, I've seen a lot of people that I tried to mimic and model, but God created me in a unique way. My recovery didn't look like theirs.
That's right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so be careful. We recover differently.
Yes.
I was so envious and mad and hurt because I came in here with a group of people. And a few of them got it the first time.
Yes.
And it took me a few relapses.
Yes.
And so I wanted my recovery to look like theirs.
Yes.
And it didn't. And it was never going to look like theirs. I already fell off 5 times.
That's right.
But it didn't mean I couldn't go on to have a prosperous and good life.
That's
It
right.
just didn't look like the first time. It didn't make them better than me.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
It just looked different for me.
Look different.
Yeah. Some of y'all gonna have to have my model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that horse done left the bone.
Yeah.
You know, you done fell off a few times, but so what?
Sir.
That helps me to be more compassionate towards y'all.
My.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I understand the relapser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
When the drugs go and the addict works the program, wonderful things happen. You see that?
Yes.
Wow.
Wonderful things happen. That's the good news.
Wow.
We start experiencing wonderful things.
Wonderful thing.
I like wonderful things, don't y'all?
Yes.
And check this out. Lost dreams awaken and new possibilities arise. I drowned in the Dallas Life Foundation. And I drowned in these houses.
Yeah.
I dreamed.
Yeah.
And I had stopped dreaming.
Wow.
And I started to set up with brothers and we started to talk about the possibilities of life that could happen.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I wasn't fantasizing. It was
Yeah.
just man, wow.
Yeah.
Really, man?
Yeah.
You think we
can do it. Yeah.
can get a job and keep it? We can get a home and we can buy cars and we can do this stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, you can do it.
Yes.
But I said, but me though? Yeah, Bussey.
Yeah.
And so y'all need to dream in these houses.
That's right.
Y'all walk around in these houses. Guess what? When we built this building in 07, one Sunday after church, we had a scripture writing party. Everywhere you walk on this concrete, all in the walls, all everywhere is scripture. Everybody in the church came over and we just wrote scriptures and sang. So everywhere your feet step on this floor,
Yeah.
you stepping on the word of God.
Don't worry about it.
All in the wall.
Yeah.
I made sure in my office, I said, everybody go in there and write something called, I'm in. Seriously.
Yeah.
So all over in my wall and stuff, it sings and is scripture
That's
all
right.
over this building.
That's right.
If you can
That's
take
right.
this book, it's scripture everywhere.
Scripture everywhere.
Hundreds of people
Yeah.
came over here
Yeah.
and wrote things
Yeah.
all on the floor,
That's right.
all on the walls,
That's right.
all in the ceiling.
That's right.
It's the word of God.
That's right.
It
That's
quotes
right.
from the literature.
That's right.
Everywhere. Think about that sometime when you walk
Yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That you step it on. Scripture.
Scripture.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Isn't that neat?
That's neat there. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good
Because dreams, people was writing that dreams would be awakened in this
Yeah.
building. And possibilities would